Well, hey, B, it's Jamie. That's me here. And listen, I want to talk about Cardi B and Offset, okay? Because of course they have been going through a divorce for some time, and things seem to be getting a bit worse, right? So Offset has been caught out cheating on Cardi B on a number of occasions, okay? So much so that it ended up getting Cardi B caught up in like a legal case and stuff behind this man, right? And I just feel like it's really sad that they are at this place to where she had to let his ass have it, right? Because, news broke that Offset is seeking to get spousal support from Cardi B. And, there was a statement that was put out and they discussed it over on the Breakfast Club where Offset says that Cardi B, tries to dictate when and how he can see his kids. And she's never with the children and she wants to take everything. And it's just been so much that Offset has had to say. And I'm sorry, y'all. I can't say that I believe it. Right. Yes, we have seen Cardi B caught out with the new person that she's been dating, which is Stefan Diggs. They've been caught out a few times. And to me, that doesn't mean that she's always with him. Right. I don't know. She could be always with him, but it also doesn't mean that she's not always with her children either. Right. I can't recall the last time I've seen Offset in a photo or a video with his children, let alone him trying to dictate and talk about when she's around the kids. Right. And I just feel like it's whack. And it also sounded to me that the attorneys decided that they wanted to seek spousal support from Cardi B because they felt like Cardi B was being petty because she wanted everything. So that's your response because she's not, because you feel like she's dictating when and how you can see your children. Because of that, and she wants everything, quote unquote, because of that, now we're going to file for spousal support. Because of that, like, you don't want to file for full custody or something? Well, it seems like he's filing for joint custody. But, I feel like men do that in an effort to not have to pay either child support or pay a lot in child support, even to really have control over her. Not so much as just to be a part of the day to day activities with the children, in my opinion. I feel like it's more so to be able to feel like you have some type of control over her by having a bit of control over the kids, right? So let's say Cardi may want to do a reality show or something to have her children. He could say, no. No, you can't have those kids on that show. I don't want my kids on that show. He'll try to use the kids in an effort to try to, control and stifle her in some capacity. And that's just my opinion, even though you may not actively be showing up to see the child how you should. Okay, spend time with the kid because it's more than just money. You'll step in when you feel like you have leverage to say, oh, no, no, this, no, that, no, this, no, that when it comes to the children. So it's really sad. Very unfortunate situation. And I honestly feel like the real reason that he seeked out that spousal support was because more video and photos were coming out of Cardi and her new guy. And I honestly think that is the reason, in my opinion, as to why Offset came to the front with the spousal support because he couldn't take really seeing her with somebody else. Now, keep in mind, just prior to this, Offset was, according to Cardi B, allegedly talking about, unaliving himself as well as her. When you say stuff like that, you can't possibly give a damn about your children. And I'm not talking about just the ones with Cardi. Okay, I'm talking about the ones without Cardi. The fact that you will remove yourself and even consider removing someone else. You don't give a damn about your kids for real to say some and do some stuff like that. That's crazy. It's just been a lot of back and forth. At one point he said something like, "Oh, you're my baby mama. I won." Basically, again, to me, that is showing in his mind that is how he'll always have a bit of control over her. I'm gonna get to you through the children. Kind of how some of the guys try to say women do, right? They try to say, oh, women, they using the kids against me. Da, da, da. Y'all do it too then. How about that? Okay. You both be on the same type of energy. Okay. That's my opinion on that. All right. So he definitely is going to use that. And, Cardi did go online. She got on Spaces. She had a lot of things to say about the situation. And that confirmed a lot of what I was already thinking. That's all it is. And I hate that Cardi has gotten to a place where she has shared so much of her mental with social media to the point where, in my opinion, they know where to come at you at, especially Offset, the person that knows your ins outs, been around you way more than any of the fans. Like, he knows how to get to you. He knows how to get you to spaz. And I hate that you, at this age and at this place in your life, still have not grasped any control over realizing that no response sometimes is the best response. I think the most we've gotten that from Cardi was maybe like a year. I feel like that could have been maybe after she had Culture or something like that. It was like earlier on in her career where I felt like she got quiet. She finally was listening. She wasn't giving the people much. And then next thing you know, she was back. I was like, oh my God. Right. So I hate that she's still in that space. And maybe that's just the culture and the world of the new generation or whatever, where they're like, oh, I'm gonna put it all out on social media. Girl, everything ain't gotta be for us. Yeah, he may have put that statement out. I feel like you could have fought back with that statement with your attorneys by just saying everything that Offset is labeling in this documentation is untrue. I don't even know if that could be considered defamation of some sort for him to say that you're not even around your kids or something, basically saying, in my opinion, that you're an unfit mom, but I just feel like Cardi could have fired back with her attorney not having to come down to social media, putting us further into your business, right? I feel like what's really happening in the divorce of your, within your divorce proceedings really is not our business, for real, but you're making it our entertainment in a sense, because what we're going to do is take what you're giving us and we are going to discuss it. And I just don't think that's mentally healthy for her either. With you still in the phase of postpartum, I don't think her youngest daughter is a year yet. You're still working on this album. I think she constantly goes back and revamps and switch things up for this upcoming album. And when you come to social media, you give some people that can't stand you more ammunition to fire right back at you. And it just doesn't make sense. If I often have felt like social media hasn't been a safe space for me, especially in certain areas, I would think that one wouldn't come down to, you know, open up more of their life with very people that don't like them, right? And it's not everybody on the internet that can't stand Cardi. There's just there are a good amount, and then there are probably more that actually, like and support her. But also the other part of it is her being vocal is likely going to educate people that may find themselves in that situation later. Who knows, or it may um be helpful for somebody else that's going through a divorce at this time, so there could be a good thing for some people that may be able to relate to Cardi and everything that she's gone through or is currently going through. But yeah, it's sad, and it's often crazy a lot of times when you see the women protect the men in so many different ways, especially in the marriage, and they don't protect you in the marriage, and then now that you're out of the marriage, they don't protect you even more, and you're the mother of their kids, and it's child, it's really really sad. But I just feel like the best way to beat him at his own game, in my opinion, is really to do the opposite of what you typically do, right? When you're in a relationship and it's not working out, and typically you may spaz on him, you may show your ass, you may cuss him out, you may this and that, but you're still not going anywhere, right? And I think at that point, that partner knows, whether that partner is a man, woman, whatever it is, they know you're not going nowhere. But when you get quiet and you don't say SHI, that's when they like, what? Wait a minute now, because they're not getting the same normal response. And if you're so happy in this relationship with Stefan as you say that you are, for me, feel like the best get back would have been to not even respond. And should you respond, would have been through your attorney. But also, I feel like make notes of everything. Make notes. I feel like this was slick a way of somewhat harassing her too, just a little bit. The fact that you put this out here, then you give your statement to TM to a Breakfast Club or whoever, TMZ, wherever it went, and Cardi's feeling like you're lying. I'm like, girl, I would just make notes. I would keep a running tab on all of his BS actions. And if there's a way for me to take any type of action against him, potentially, I would. All right. And yeah, you can see your children without having to see me. You cannot be around me, period. So yeah, it's just an overall mess. But I think that sometimes you got to get quiet, and then you pop out and show right? Sometimes you gotta pop out and certify. Like, I'm the one that. Anywho, okay, you could pop out at a later time, but sometimes you need to just, keep it on mute, keep it cute, keep it on mute just a little bit, and it's really giving. I got you. I got you. And I'm waiting for her to get to that I got you moment. I don't even have to say name, but I got you. I'm taking note, right? And some of you guys may feel differently, and that's totally okay. Leave your thoughts down below. And you're like, nah, Jamie, he shouldn't have said this and that, and she should have spazzed on him and got him together and all of that stuff. Um, but yeah, it's just really sad. It's a sad situation. I do want us to get into a bit of audio. All right. Some of you guys may have already heard the audio. I haven't. I haven't. Okay. I haven't really gotten into the audio of what Cardi had to say, and I want to hear it. I want to hear what she says. I do have a cute clip here. I am gonna speed it up just a little bit for us to get into and just see what all Cardi had to say about Offset and what he had to put out there. Okay.
I could have a good month. I could have a bad month. I could be depressed. I could be in a fucking room. But guess what? I have to pay that bill. No help. With no help. No nigga. Nobody. Me. And I'm cool with that. I'm cool with that. I'm cool with that. Those are my kids. I'm cool with that. Shit don't faze me. But you're not going to sit here and try to bash me as a mother when I pay for everything. Because you left me with a bill for a whole entire year. And I haven't said a thing. You don't even offer, nigga. So stop playing with me. That I'm trying to keep everything. What is everything? What's everything? What's everything? You want to split the Atlanta house? Let's split it. Yo, I'm still paying. He hasn't paid the mortgage for a whole year in the Atlanta house. You're in the Atlanta house right now, and your bitch be going over there. And I want you. And you know what's so crazy? I be wanting to go over there and clap shit the fuck up. Because at the end of the day, I'm paying for the bill and that shit because you haven't paid shit for a whole year. But you know what? You harass me so much when I be with my nigga that I just want peace. I want peace. You want to be with your bitch in this house? All right, fine. Just please leave me alone. I just want niggas to leave me the fuck alone. I just want to be left alone. I want to be free. What, baby, whatever the fuck you want, I'll give it to you. I just want to be free. I don't want to be called 40,000 times threatening me, and threatening me. And I've been trying to protect your image. But you asking me for spousal support. And it's like, wow, that's some real bitch nigga shit. And then when people ask you for spousal support, you trying to make it seem like because I'm a bad mom. Well, when you tell niggas that I'm a bad mom, make sure you tell niggas that Cardi B, Belcalis, Marlene's, and Manzar is paying 50,000 a fucking month for her kids. Because you don't help me with nothing. Go tell the people when's the last time you seen your fucking kids. And you know what you did? You know what you did? You know what you fucking did? You coerced my daughter. You did a video and you keep threatening about this video. I don't give a fuck, nigga. I take a picture every single day. I can tell y'all every single day where I be at. At work. You coerced my daughter to say on FaceTime, oh, I miss my mommy. She's never here. She this, and that. And every single day you threaten me with that video. Like if I don't be busting my ass for them motherfucking kids, nigga. The fuck? Fuck ass nigga. And you know I was gonna stay quiet. But you're not gonna be sitting here in the industry trying to say that I'm a fuck mom. Nigga, I bust my ass for these fucking kids. And you haven't helped me with shit for a year.
I believe everything that Cardi is saying here. What's crazy is the fact that she is continuing to pay for a home in Atlanta where he is allowed to bring the woman that he is with her. I mean, to that home or whatever. And he not contribute or pay anything. Like, I do believe that. I feel like him not paying anything is extremely strategic in an effort for him to continue to show that he doesn't make enough in hopes that she would give him the spousal support that he is seeking. And I, disgusting, disgusted, and disgusting in my personal. I honestly, I don't know how her credit and things are set up, but I would not have been paying that. I'm sorry. Honestly, I would have figured out a way to sell that house right then on the spot. To be honest with you, I understand. First of all, I would need to know through the courts if I were to sell this home. Can I sell this home while we're married? right? I don't know if the house is in both of their names or what, but can I sell this home while we're married? And if so, and if permission given from him, or even if she sell it without his permission and the goal is to still give him his portion, fine. You can get your portion, but this mother going up for sale, period. And if you want this home, you can buy me out my portion. But I would not, like, the only reason I will be paying that is if the house is yet to sell. But you have me substantially fucked up if you think that I'm going to continue to pay where you and another lay. Not about to do it. Not about to do it. And that also makes me question, like, is this home in Cardi's name? Which is why he's not paying anything, because maybe, just maybe, he feels like she's not going to want to mess up her credit in any type of capacity, right? But I mean, if there's a nothing that I really need at the time, like if I don't need to go out and buy another house or buy a car or do anything like that, let it mess up. Let the credit mess the fuck up. Okay, let it mess up. Okay, oops, let it mess up. I mean, I'll get that back on track. It ain't nothing that I need right now. Whatever I need, I'll be able to get it. And next time I get it, I'll pay cash. Like, you know? So for me and my personal, it's really giving gotta let it burn. Yeah. Gotta let it. It definitely, it's giving Usher gotta let it burn. I couldn't do that. And knowing that you don't see your kids how you should, you don't really help out with the children, you're not help paying anything in Atlanta for about a year now. And I guess since the divorce had been filed, he has not been contributing. So what are we doing? What are we doing? That's crazy.
You need help. You need to go to fucking, I don't know where you need that. You need some help. I've been giving you grace because I know you're not mentally well. I've been giving you some grace because I know you're not mentally well. But enough, motherfucker. Enough.
Terrible. Terrible, terrible, terrible. I don't know if she's crying in this moment or what, or if she's just reading the comments at this time. It's
Like, bitch, you're
crazy.
gonna call the Breakfast Club, and because you feel less of a man, you're gonna be like, oh, because she's trying to take everything. Take what? Nigga, take what? You want, matter of fact, you want that house in Atlanta? All right, let's sell it. Give me my half. Give me my half of the house. All you gotta do is give me my half of the house, and you can keep it. You want them fucking cars and fucking bags and blah 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 that you gave me? All right, give me the same shit too. I give you the rings that you bought me, and you give me the ring that I bought you. I give you the cars, you give me the cars that I bought you. You trying to say that I'm trying to keep everything? Like what? When was the last time you pay a bill in this fucking in your kid's life? You haven't paid for shit. You haven't paid over a year. Ever since you left that, ever since you're not in the house anymore, you haven't paid for nothing. And I don't even.
And this is another layer of control in my personal. This is another way for him to control her emotions in a sense. And I feel like she's allowing him to do that when she comes down to social media and she rants to us people that honestly can't do anything for her. The courts are the ones that can actually progress forward and get some things done for you. Yes, what is this going to do? It is going to expose him. Girl, expose him, child. And I am kind of with that. I'm not gonna hold you. Get, let us know. Expose him. Okay. If he gonna expose her, it is given a piece of expose him. Right. But then I also hate the part where I just feel like he knows what to do. He knows how to get a rise out of you, how to get a reaction out of you, and that makes him feel good to know that he still can control you, because sometimes people confuse that with being, oh, she still cares about me, oh, the fact that I got her so upset, she still loves me and stuff like that. It's like, baby, no, she just pissed the off. That's what's going on. You're on her nerves. Okay, it's not that she might always care about you as to who you were to her and you being the father of, her kids. But then again, I don't know. All right. And maybe not. But that's what I think he thinks in his delusional mind, like other men do. The fact that they can get a reaction out of you makes them think that, oh, she still loves and care about me, right? Um, Even though she filed for this divorce, child.
Even asking for nothing. And I swear to God, they didn't even want the fucking
And
come
can
on.
I also pause and add, when I think about the Remy Ma situation and how Papoose and Remy were going back and forth last week and arguing, da, 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 and it seems like, yeah, they still may have some care potentially, right? And a lot of people were like, ooh, Clarissa, girl, you might want to leave this man alone because it seems like he's still into his ex. And I feel like this is a situation that Offset may have been trying to use with him saying things knowing he's going to get a reaction, so now it can appear to Stefan like, oh, hey, she's still over here spazzing out over Offset. She don't really like you like that because she's still stuck on her husband. You see what I'm saying? So I just feel like there is some type of angle here as to why he did that, to control, feel good about what he did, thinking that she cares, and to also put it in Stefan's ear that this girl ain't, she not into you like that because she still stuck on him, but not really. Like, she's literally, she is telling us why she's so upset. You don't do shit for your kids. You sat up there and manipulated my child, trying to make it seem like, I'm not there. Like, well, I miss my mommy, she's never here. Like, what? You trying to sleek turn my kids against me? Like, we not the same. We not the same type of parents, okay? You want my kids to see me on the same level as I about see you, and they may see your ass, right? But we not the same. You don't foot my damn bill up here. I take care of everything. All right. Yes, I'm out working, but I see my children way more than you do. So, yeah.
On spaces and spaz out, but for you to try to go around and try to say these type of things, like it's like you're a fuck nigga. The fuck, you don't think I got a mouth? You don't think I got a mouth too? That's why you don't give niggas grace. I've been giving you grace and not crashing out online after so much shit that you be doing behind the scenes. Because like I said, my man's be telling me, yo, stop doing that. You're like a fucking clown when you do that shit. Why are you putting your business out there? Fine. But when you give niggas grace like you don't appreciate it. And now you're trying to dirt me. You're
Girl, listen. I know people may feel a way that he sat up there and called her a clown, but listen, everybody ain't wrong all the time. All right. So listen, maybe he could have told her, you look crazy. Whatever it was, the people probably weren't going to like it. And the goal was to get her to stop. Listen, you look crazy sitting up here snapping off on him. And I'm, like I said, I'm in between. I don't really like it. I want her to give him a different reaction. But at the same time, I do want him to kind of be exposed a bit. Yeah, let's tell the truth about him. Right? And Cardi has always put us in her business. And I slick wish she would stop. Let part of your life be a mystery. Let the people question and wonder. Yeah, they gonna make up their own stuff. Let them. They don't know. Oh, okay, Aaliyah already told y'all. Don't think they know. Say it ain't so. Don't think they know. Come on. Anywho, they gonna make up and say what they want to say. You ain't gotta get them extra.
an evil ass nigga, bro. You're mad fucking evil. You're evil as fuck. Like, goddamn, I just want to be left alone. I want to be left alone. You in a whole relationship. You
Right?
in a whole relationship. Why the fuck you give a fuck what I'm doing? God, Jesus Christ, I just want to be fucking free. Nigga, sign the fucking papers. Fuck. Yo, which mom, you bitches tell me, which mom have their me? Stop fucking calling me. I don't give a fuck. Motherfucker, take it too far. And then yesterday when niggas was asking you, yo, why you asking for the spousal support? Yo, she's trying to take my world away. Everybody's so confused. Like, you can't be talking about the kids because she lets you see the kids. I let you see the kids. You don't want to go to New York and see the fucking kids. And you call me, this weekend, like, can the kids come to Atlanta? And I said, I don't know, tell my dad. Because if the kids come to my Atlanta, clearly my dad to fly over here. Then you want to talk about, oh, why you have an attitude? What are you talking about? I don't have an attitude. Oh, you must be around your nigga. And it's like, oh my God, here you go. Hung up. Because of that,
Trying to know her
you started
business. Like,
spazzing the
boy.
whole weekend, called me about 40 times, started hitting up all my friends, even my family member, like Hennessy, you know she hates you. You was looking for an excuse to be mad. You was looking for an excuse to be mad. And you know why the reason why you was looking for an excuse to be mad? It all makes sense now. Because you know this filing was coming, so you had to make up an excuse like it's about the kids. It's never about the fucking kids. If it's about the kids, nigga, send me some breach. Send me some breach. Or if it's about the kids, fuck, go see them. When's the last time you seen Blossom? Huh? When's the last time you seen Blossom?
Oh, is that her name? The baby girl. That is so pretty. Blossom. I love that. Culture, Wave, and Blossom. I like that. And then her nickname Blossy. Is that what you said? That's kind of cute, y'all.
That baby probably don't even fucking know you. And it's such a shame. And now you trying to make us seem like I even let you go see them in my house. Just because I want you to see them. Because I know my kids love you. But you are mentally fucked up right now. You're mentally fucked up right now. And I keep saying, I don't know who in your team. I don't know who in your team is encouraging you. I don't know who's not sitting you down. Of course, your mama want to talk about, I'm staying out of it. Of course, very convenient of hers.
Ooh.
Somebody got to sit you down as a man and be like, yo, you're dead wrong. Get your life together. Go get some mental health. This is not you. Or maybe this is you, but I didn't know that this was you. Because you was never like this. You was never like this. I don't know what's been going on this past 6-7 months.
Cardi, I feel like he was always like this. I feel like you may have just not really cared to pay attention or see it. I feel like, weren't you pregnant around the time where he was out here cheating and doing whatever it is he wants to do? I can't remember. But any man that will have you out here spazzing like this while y'all married, girl, he gonna be even worse when y'all get a divorce. Okay, I feel like Offset was already giving you signs where I'm not gonna treat you right, but another man can't treat you better. So I don't know, but the writings were on the wall.
I don't know if you're on drugs. I don't know if
Oh,
you're depressed.
oh my,
I don't know
he
what the fuck it is, but
depressed.
you need help. You need to come to your fucking senses. And the only reason why I want you to get help is because my kids. Other than that, nigga, you could have died slow, and I wouldn't give one fuck.
Oh my, oh my, not that slow, and I wouldn't care.
Stop talking shit about me. Stop
Child.
going around talking shit about me. And this will be the last fucking time you will fucking call me a deadbeat mom, bitch. Word to my mother.
Baby, Cardi's sick of your shit. No, she is, but Cardi, one of the best ways to show that you sick is to not even say shit. Okay, and just start firing his ass up in them court records. I know that's right, and making notes of times that he's harassed you online. Okay, and trying to turn your kids against you and all this and that. But it does seem like Cardi don't really want it to have to go that far to where she has to like file anything to keep him away from her or even potentially from the kids. It seems like she's trying to do right, but he's over here showing his R's. And I feel like this ain't the first time that we've heard that Offset may have wanted some of her money. I feel like we heard that around like December earlier this year or something like that. So really him asking for spousal support shouldn't be much of a surprise. Some part of me is questioning whether she may have to give him spousal support just for him to go away. Right. And you know what? Maybe it's not the spouse. Maybe it's what do you want? First of all, here's the thing. Just because he wants spousal support doesn't mean that he's gonna get it. Right? Right? So the judge could rule and just say you make a substantial amount of money, to maintain whatever lifestyle you have. She makes a lot of money, but the children are primarily going to be with her. So why would she need to give that to you? Who knows? The judge may still decline him on getting that, right? Or if she wants this to be over with much sooner, she may say, "What you want? Okay, these are the things that he wants. Okay, cool. Let me go ahead and give him that because I'm gonna make more than that and then some, so he can have that. He already not good with his money. Don't know how to use his money. He gonna run out of that shit within the next 2 years, and I'm still gonna be excelling. So here you go, baby. You got it. Let's keep going. She might do that, but I also understand the pride. If I worked hard for this, hard for this. This is mine. You know, I have these children. You know, I'm footing the bill for these children, 95, 99% of the time, and you're not. So I'm not going to give you the things that you want, because me giving you that is taking money and food out of my own kid's mouth. So you can sit over here and diddy bop with whatever bop headed just you got on your side and do whatever drugs you might be out here doing. Absolutely not. I won't be doing that. So, this divorce might go on a bit longer. And if she wants it to end, she might end up giving him something. But I don't blame her if it does go on a little longer, just a little bit. And I hate that for her. But it's like, nah, you put me through too much in this marriage to think that you finna get one up on me like that. Like that. Like, I'm going to make you fight for that. You're going to have to fight for that part. For sure. You're going to have to fight for that to come up off of any of my bread, baby. Okay, we'll see what the judge has to say about it. And I feel like the judge is going to sit back and let them do a lot of mediating on their own, potentially, before decisions are made about spousal support, no spousal support, or whatever the case is, right? Because while you hitting her with spousal support, I'll definitely fire that ass up with child support, since you want to be petty. And Cardi hasn't even done that yet. And we don't know if she is going to do that. But it's not something that has happened at this time. So I don't know. It's like, I feel like if she hits him with that child support, then he's going to figure out what else can he hit her with. And then it's just going to be a petty war back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. And that's why divorces are so damn ugly. And I really hate it. And I hate it worse for the people that are rich. Okay? I hate it worse for y'all. All right. But that's really all that I have at this time. I did see a post where Stefan Diggs did make a post, I guess in support of Cardi or whatnot, and she did, respond to that post. And it seems like when he made the post, it was pretty much just letting her know, like, yo, I got your back, in so many words. Like, you looking for that support or whatever, like, I got you. I support you. Okay. There's another audio clip that I want to check out real quick to see what this one was about with Cardi.
My man's been telling me, yo, stop doing that. You're like a fucking clown when you do that shit.
Boom. Okay. That's what it was. Okay. That's what it was. So he posted a photo where he said baby Brim. It was a picture of them sitting at this basketball game. And she responded and said solid. And I don't know how I feel about that, y'all. Okay. Because when we saw Stefan on a boat, there was a substance that was out there and people were questioning what that substance was. I don't know what it was. I'm not going to make no speculations. I'm going to let y'all do what y'all do in the comments. I don't know. Okay. But he did give these young ladies something, and the people had a lot of questions about it. My thing also with that video was more so the girls that seemed to be super friendly with him, like trying to get in between his legs and just doing too much. In my personal wild card, he's on the boat as well. And I'm just like, a lot of women don't want no friendly ass man. Okay? Because even if situations are not what we think, it could easily be a talking point for people, right? But then at the same time, it's just not a good look. So it's like, yeah, it appears to be solid at this time. But honestly, I personally, for me, don't see Stefan much different than an Offset. So as much as she's online spazzing about him, I give it a couple of years and, maybe, a few years, probably gonna be spazzing about his ass too. So, especially knowing that he was dating Cardi, but he's caught out linked up with Young Miami and other stuff. Like, to me personally, I don't think that he's any better than Offset. And I do think that Cardi could do better than both of them in my personal. But, it's about what she thinks she could do better than. It's about what she's interested in, what she see for herself. So either way, honey, good luck. All right. I just gave you guys my thoughts about the Cardi B and Offset situation, and I guess let it be a warning, child. Take y'all time. Just a little piece, okay? And sometimes people get real good at disguising themselves just a little bit too. So sometimes you can't even escape things, right? You could be thinking you're making the best decision, and then maybe 8 years down the road, 10, they didn't show that. So who knows? But best of luck to everybody. So good luck. Leave your thoughts and comments down below. I'm Jami, that's me, and of course, I'll catch you guys in the next one. Bye.
Yeah, tell him I preach to the choir. Stand with my feet to the fire. Give all the glory to God. Stand in the midst of these haters, I'm silent, nobody can stop me. Just gotta check in my notification, them numbers hit like it's a praxis. Cashed out at the ATM, and the ATL, they done made a gym. I've been kicking doors like the ATF. Got them trying to clone me like ages. that nigga, man, they say I'm him. Spit the truth, never wasting film. I can feel the pool, we gon' make them swim, nigga.